Your API works properly in the Postman, but the moment you hit that API from the front end, it got fails. But wait, why it fails? That's not a bug, it is CORS. So, in 30 seconds, let's understand what is CORS and why it occurs. So, here is the normal call that we are making from our front end to the back end. But wait, request direct backend को नहीं जाती. It goes through the browser. So what happens when we make the request to the backend? It goes to the browser first and then it goes to our backend. And here comes the course. Okay, so when the request is to the browser, it applies some rules. And what that rule says, it says same origin policy. What it means, let's understand that. So the origin contains the protocol and the domain and the port. Now you can see here, our front end is running on 3000 and the backend is running on 5000. So the origins are different, right? And due to the origins are different, what the browser will say. Okay, now understand what is course. So course is basically the server is saying to the browser, okay, I trust this front end, allow it. So the backend is explicitly giving the permission to that particular front end. So here is the code snippet, and here the first one we are importing the course package, and here is the middleware that we have created, and in that we have explicitly passed this particular port 3000 that is allowed to talk to the backend. So after this, what will happen? So when the front end will make the request to the browser and the browser will check with the backend. Okay, so this 3000 is allowed by the backend and our front end is running on 3000. So the browser will accept that request and it will get the response from backend. So this is how the course works.